Are we together? Okay, yeah, then you have Manasseh and the like. So when they were going to the promised land, they came back and all. Now, if you take your time to go to Deuteronomy, Moses was not giving us a more clearer insight that that's not actually what really happened. That what happened was, the reason why God said, pick so and so to go and check the land, was because the people came and told Moses, let us go and check first. So based on that, you found out that they will bring suggestions and God will say, okay, do this. Are you getting my point? You're not with me. Are we together now? They will bring suggestions and say, okay, this is the promised land. They will bring suggestions and say, let us go and check it first. So God will not say, okay, as a result of that, pick and pick and pick and pick and pick. Let them go. But if they did not bring that suggestion from God's perspective, He's already telling them that the land is a land of milk and honey. But there's one that say, let us check. So the unbelief was already showing from selection. Do you get what I just said? Hey, are we together now? Was already showing from selection. So when God picked people, they've been in the wilderness for 2 years. But after these 2 years, that God had given laws and others, God now told them, you guys are ready to enter. Go up and take the promised land. But all of them said, we are not able. It means at that point where God said go up, God was seeing that Israel was prepared. Do you get what I just said? It means if God's voice speaks to you and tell you to do something, He's seen from a perspective that you are prepared. But the prepared vessels sometimes do not know that they are prepared. Do you get what I just said? That's another issue. So God is telling them, guys, go up. Go and take over the land. Go and take over the giants. Win them and conquer. And I love God. You see, sometimes it's just, I like saying that, and I want to say it. Sometimes it's better to believe God blindly. What do I mean by that? Sometimes it's better to just believe Him as He says it. Because when you begin to try to dig deeper, why? You might begin to see things that might want to make you run. What do I mean? From Exodus to Leviticus, God never told them that they were giants. Are you getting my point? It's that search that made them discover that they are giants. You're not with me. Are we together? God never told. All God kept saying is, I will give you the promised land. Then he now got to Numbers. God now told them, go up. But they came and said, we want to check. So when they got to that checking, they started seeing things that made them afraid. Do you get what I just said? So now let's imagine like this. They had no check. They decided not to go and scout the land. They just entered the promised land. Are you with me? The reason why the wall of Jericho is tall is because it's giants that are living in that place. They will have seen the wall of Jericho come down if they had decided not to go and start doing scouting. So that by the time they enter, they will have no option than to just fight the giants because they can't turn back. But that checking has provided options. And part of that option is we can go back to Egypt. Are you getting my point? So I'm saying sometimes, if God tells you, go and do this, it's wisdom to just believe God and just go in without asking so many unnecessary questions. Do you get what I just said now? Please, are we together? An example, God says, marry next month. You now start going on Instagram. Let me see weddings. Hey, what are people doing on weddings now? Hey, by the time you see weddings, you see this one. You see how the hall is designed. You are seeing 1,000 capacity wedding, Fiesta engine. Hey, 1,000. Hey. Then you just hear one story. One girl just did wedding like that. Hey, Akachi just touched her. She just said she did not get pregnant again. Hey! Then now going. One of my friends said, hey, that's my wedding. It was 4 million. They charged my husband. 4 million. 4 million. Hey. Then now go back. You now say, sweetheart, don't you feel we should just postpone this thing for a while? Like maybe let's wait and save more. Let's do like 6 months savings. In that 6 months savings, let's get our minds ready. Then 6 months become 1 year. Then 1 year become 2 years. Then you start cutting for like 10 years. And let me tell you, it doesn't mean things will get better in 10 years. Or things will go down in 10 years. Do you get what I just said? In short, the way our currency is going, 10 years time, I don't know what will be happening. Are you with me? So without questions, I step in. Am I saying inquiry prayers are not important? I'm not saying so. But I'm just saying there are some things that are unnecessary. Do you get what I just said now? Are you with me? That's why in Deuteronomy 1, they said, our brethren have discouraged our hearts. Are you guys with me? That's why I said this issue of telling everybody what God is telling you. By the time they are done with you, even you will say, God, I don't believe. Are you with me? So God says you will get a good job next month. You now go online. You just see reviews. To get a good job now, you must have so skills. You just say, come on, let me close the door. Hey, I think I want to go and learn some for a while. Sam, Apostle, I think for now, God will have me acquire skill. God said you will get a job. What if you not get a job? God now says in the job, they will train you in the skill. But you see, that's why in God's voice, you should have foresight. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? I remember when I was said I was in Ocean, and God spoke to me too, that I was going to come to University of Lagos. I have heard all the bad news about Unilag. They said you cannot enter if you don't know somebody. So I told God, he said, so I had 2 options. God told me pick Unilag, Unilongi. I was pushing all my efforts in University of Ilongwe because I did not hear any bad news from University of Ilongwe about people. People used to tell me Ilongwe is good, it's fast. They say if you get there in 3 years you are done. I said, I said I'm going there. So when I go deposit me for Unilag. I was not concerned about Unilag. My intention was University of Ilongwe, but my destiny was Unilag. If not, I won't meet a lot of good people here. Are you getting my point? But people that I knew told me, you cannot enter if you don't know anybody. So then I was hearing suggestions. Let us help you pay people to enter. That's what I was not thinking. So if I don't know anybody, I know someone. The one that said that we enter. Do you get what I just said? But I didn't want to go because they now told me that school, bad boys are there, bad this thing is there. I say, hey! I said, Jesus. They said they are cultists, they are everything. I said. So when I went to go to write the post to me, because I felt I must know somebody. Are you with me? Tell anybody, know God's voice. So I'm saying a lot of people have paused or postponed their destinies because they are not yielding to what God is saying. Do you get what I just said now? Now, in that book of Numbers, the first 6 chapters, please write it down. We're broken down into 3 things. Number 1. Okay, before that, we had what I just explained. They had sensors, they had so many things, but they were broken primarily into 3 things. Number 1 is, please write it down, order. Shows that God's voice brings. That has a lot to do with chapter, to where they are meant to pitch their dwelling. So number 2 thing. Then number 3, which I spoke about in Leviticus, according to number 6. So we found out that in chapter 1 and the likes, God was putting them into a census to count them. Now, last year's series, I told us that there were certain reasons for census: to show commitment, to do things like tax, to do things like military. That's why if you go to that chapter 1, he said to as many that are able to go to war. Do you remember that? you remember that? So when it comes to, please write it down, ordering my life in the will of God, the voice of the Lord is important. So it was God that was teaching them how they were going to take possession of what they call the promised land. Please follow me. So when it comes to order, please write it down. God's voice will tell me what to do and how to do it. God's voice will tell me what to do